All right, here goes our Africa adventure, Sheldrick Wildlife
Trust.
Trust. You can donate. They raise orphaned elephants and rhinos. You can adopt an elephant. They get them from babies, and that's been abandoned in the wild. Some have deformities. Some just didn't keep up with the herd. All kinds of different stories. You can adopt one, get a monthly write-up on it. They feed these things like how many times a day?
Oh, it was at least 5.
5 times a day. And you can tell by the crowd, they get a lot of people there, and there's only a rope between the people and the elephants.
The newest one has a blanket on its back. It's the youngest. And I think it was only a couple of months old.
And the blanket is to keep it warm because the herd would have kept it warm when it was in the herd. So it doesn't really have a herd. You could actually touch these elephants if they came up to the rope.
They're kind of bristly feeling. They had hair.
And in a little bit you'll realize that that rope doesn't keep them back.
It moves.
They're big guys, even though they're not really the big ones. Now they take these little guys out into the wild and stay with them during the night. After, I think, 3 or 4, the elephants can come back in here, or they can stay out in the wild. And around 3 or 4, maybe 4 or 5, they decide that that's enough. I'm going to be out here in the wild. I can survive. I can find my own little herd or create something. And off they go.
There's anywhere from 10 to 30 elephants being cared for at any one time.
And here comes in another group.
These are a little bit older. I think these are maybe 1.5 to 2-year-old elephants.
And none of this is being sped up, so this is all
moving
real
pretty
time.
quick. They could move pretty quick.
They're after that bottle. And they guzzle pretty fast. And not very dainty about it.
Like babies.
Done with one, ready for the next.
I think those bottles hold about a gallon.
Like I said, not very dainty about it. And I want more. Dad, give me more. So they're all being cared for by these guys. They all take turns going out in the field with them, so they don't get used to one person going out with them all the time. They come in here, have their bottles, and some are eating those branches there on the ground. And then they play a little bit.
Each elephant has a name.
And its own personality. Here comes another little group. Like I said, this is not sped up. This is real time. These little guys are moving. It's feeding time. Of course they're moving.
So they go out at 6 in the morning every day, always accompanied by the kids. They come back for bed at 5 in the evening. They come back for bed because Nairobi National Park has got other wild animals, including the lions, which is not safe for these babies. And that is why the wooden houses that you might have seen on your left were coming in are the stables where every elephant spends
Next
the
bottle.
night. And those that are under the age of 2 years spend the night with a keeper, but a different keeper every night, so that they don't get attached to the same person. We spend the night in the rooms because they need to be fed with milk every 3 hours at night as well. They need to be covered with the blankets when they lie down to sleep to make sure that they're kept warm. But also they need to be kept company because elephants.
And look at the tusks on that one.
Originally, they have lost their family members.
They start growing tusks young.
We became part of the family members, and that is why leaving them alone makes them become lonely and stressed.
Just remember out there, if you don't want to see dead elephants, don't buy anything with ivory. If there's no demand for it, they won't go out and kill the elephants for it.
Yes, you're welcome. There are different ways you can help do that. One of the ways is by sponsoring.
Now you can go on their website and donate, or you can go on their website and adopt one of these little guys. Well, I think multiple people adopt the same one. There, see the rope? The people move.
Once you pay this fee, we will give you a certificate in the name of the elephant that you will have adopted. You'll also get a special watercolor painting, which is done by Angela Chaudhry. You'll also get a picture and profile of your elephant, including our newsletter. Then you'll fill in a form, giving us your details plus your email address, so that every month we update you, let you know how your elephant is doing, plus all the others that we've got in the nursery. If you adopt an elephant in the nursery only at $50 a year, we also update you on the keeper's diary, which is written every day by the keepers, telling different stories from different authors.
Yep.
And all that will be brought to
Gotta
you
pay
on
attention,
monthly
otherwise you get run over.
You can adopt an elephant for yourself, or you can do it as a gift.
Back to the elephant huddle.
If you do it as a gift, it is a gift receipt and the will receive the updates every month. But if you do it for yourself, it's you that will receive the updates every month. Until after 1 year, we let you know so that you can decide if you want to renew it again or not. And so that is why it is important that after you've seen all the babies that have come before you, you make a choice of which one that you want to help support. And on your way out, we do have the forms for you to fill in, so that you can get a certificate in the name of your elephant and walk back home a very lucky parent for baby.
So during this entire Africa trip that's coming up here, this is the only place where they weren't totally wild. Now, really, they're not domesticating these little guys, but all the other ones we see are really wild. Now, in the parking lot, we saw a dung beetle. At least I did. And he was moving his little round dung to wherever he's going to take it to bury.
Kazuri is a place where single women and victims of domestic violence can work creating beads, jewelry, and other items from rock clay. They have a place where they can bring their kids for school while they work and create these beads in pots and other items,
ceramic items
and ceramics, and they just make gorgeous stuff.
And they get paid for doing all this, so they make a decent wage. And here's the end item of the beads. Onto the Giraffe Center,
where we got to feed them.
They gave us little bowls of palletized grain and alfalfa and
other grasses
type stuff.
These are Rothschild's giraffes, which is a very rare, not quite extinct version of the giraffe. They're known in Nairobi
There's a little baby. Not quite long enough neck, but a long tongue. The Rothschild have the white socks. Their spots don't go all the way down to the feet. They end at the knees.
Smaller.
They have long tongues and a lot of saliva in that mouth. So there's people are trying to feed it without actually getting hold of the tongue. That's almost an impossibility on these little guys. Come on, feed me. Okay, here we
I'll
go.
go to Mom.
A nursing one. And here's the lineup. And if you pay attention at the bottom of their little knees, you can probably see a warthog or two scraping up all the little stuff that's getting dropped.
No, we don't have anything.